Hello and welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you out to the backyard on this beautiful, warm, sunny day. And we're going to talk a little bit about seed saving. Yeah, I know it's kind of late, but you know what? I'm still going to try to save as many as I can. And then we will head back to the shed so I can sit down and show y'all how to process them. Let's see, we're going to be harvesting my garlic chive seeds. I've got big heads of amaranth, which I hope they have not lost all their seeds, or, ooh, man, going to be a lot of amaranth growing around here next year. And then I'm going to show you and talk a little bit about the castor beans and how to harvest the seeds out of those little stubborn, prickly little seed heads. And I think that's about it that I'm going to try to harvest seeds from today, because I've got to get back over to the family's house so I can take care of my niece for the day. And let's start harvesting some seeds, y'all. Okay, we're going to try to get as good of a shot as possible. These here are my garlic chives. I should have harvested them by now, but oh well, doing what I can. See all the little black seeds? I'll show them better when we get to the shed, but they are still loaded with seeds. So I have a little box to put them in. You're just going to snip the stems right off, and there's the beautiful seeds, the little black seeds all in them. Later on I'll come back and de-stem the plants, get them cleaned up, and alright, that's it for this one until I gotta get all these done, and I'll bring you back for the amaranth. Okay, now here we come for the amaranth. Long, beautiful, let's see, where's the camera? There we go. Long, beautiful seed heads. Hopefully the seeds are still in it. That big old spider. Oh, the idiots are loose already. Another big, and these have been frosted, so they are thoroughly done. And I'm hoping they still have the seeds in them, and they're not all over the ground, because, oh my gracious, you've never grown amaranth seeds before, or the amaranth plant, their seeds are very prolific. And you have to be really gentle when you harvest them, because they will drop everywhere. I wanted to dry a bunch of them, but apparently not this year. Everything else apparently was pre-planned for me. And yeah, didn't get to do half what I wanted to do. Ooh. I just saw a bunch of seeds pop off. Oh my gracious. Alright, I will see you back at the shed when I get all these harvested and everything. See you soon. Ooh-wee, let me tell you, it has been cold, y'all. Man, this is an early cold snap for us. Right now, we're at 27, and I got the heat going. It's going to take a little while to get warm in the shed, but you know what? It's seed saving time. Now, These are the garlic chive seeds, and a lot of them have already popped off, and a whole bunch are still popping off. They are easy to save. There's a whole bunch of them in the box still. And all you're going to do is pluck them right off. That one's done. Let's move it down so you can actually see what I'm doing. That one only has one little one on there. A lot of times you can just put these in a paper sack, old-fashioned paper sack, let them dry, and you can beat them in the sack. Most of these have fell off already. See, I'm going to have to chase a bunch of them already. But once they get good and dry, they'll just pop out of those flower heads. And you can't miss them. You can see all these big black little specks. Those are the seeds. And you'll sow them in spring. Or if you wanted to, if your winters are not too bad, you could go in and sow them out now. But I would prepare the bed first. Make sure you got a good place. I usually just wait till spring, or they accidentally seed themselves. And I'll tell you now, they have no problem seeding themselves, not whatsoever. Ooh, it's starting to get warmer in here, thankfully. Feels good to be back into the shed of many names. I'm just waiting for it to get warm. And you'll just keep taking each little seed head if they'll come loose. That's why you need a good workspace or a bucket to work in. But it has been brutally cold for our area. Way colder than it gets this time of year. This is January, February temperatures for us. And it's definitely been hard freezes. Alright, I'm going to continue cleaning these, and I'll bring y'all right back as soon as I'm done with them. Okay, finally got them done. They don't look like many, but there's a lot of little seeds here. Now what I'm going to do is write on my paper towel, because I'm going to let them dry in the paper towel some more as well. And these are garlic chives. I've made the mistake several times of not labeling my paper towels, and I'm telling you, that's a big mistake. And plus I need to winnow them just a little bit more. Oh Lord, it's cold in here. You're going to want to fold them up really well. And I'm going to put them to the side. I'm going to take care of them after a while. Whew, it is cold, y'all. On to the amaranth. I'm hoping there's some seeds left in these babies, and they didn't. Just spray everywhere. And this is the Hopi Red Dye amaranth. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of seed in there, not as much as I'd like to see. Oh yeah, little bitty black dots, y'all. And me, what I do is a lot of times throughout the growing season, I will just harvest the seeds and let them dry in a cardboard box, cardboard bag, or paper bag, not a cardboard bag. Or sometimes I've even done them in grow bags, empty grow bags, and just let them dry, because a lot of times it's in the winter or late fall when I do my seeds. Because it gives me something to look forward to do in the cold winter months when I'm telling y'all it's just too frigid to be outside. Yeah, I know I have a lot of northern people. This isn't normal for the south as cold as we've been. Not this early. Thankfully, they didn't amount to much, but we have had 2 batches of sleet here. One was the night when my car broke down, and we're sitting in the car waiting patiently for the tow truck to finally show up after 4.5 hours of them saying, yeah, we'll be there. And then I heard a tap, tap, tap on the top of the car, and then I looked at the windshield. I'm like, oh my gracious, it's sleeting now. Thankfully, it didn't amount to anything and quit. It was just enough to get me to going. I'm like, oh no, last thing we need is sleet. I'm just thankful we were already bundled up because it was so freaking cold. And what I'll do is just strip the flour off the stems, because these babies are bone dry. See if you can get the flower stems to stay on the stalks. But I have a feeling a lot of them already hit the ground. And I'm just going to say, once you have amaranth, you have amaranth forever. And you just go pull it off the stem. Let me bring y'all a little closer so you can see. Okay, hopefully you can see better. Let's get a big one that'll cooperate. They're just falling apart. They're extra dry. Just pull those flowers off the stem. When they fall apart like that, you know that they're extra dry. And you can feel that they're dry. Some stay on, some don't want to. There we go. Finally one that wants to cooperate. Leaf, stem, and of course put all your stems and your leaves back into your compost pile once they've been stripped. If not, you'll have amaranth coming up in your compost pile. I'm telling you, amaranth has a will like no tomorrow to germinate and to grow and thrive. Alright, I will bring you back as soon as I get a bunch of this done. Okay, now one thing I want to mention, this amaranth is for seed stock only. It was left out, and for my preference, it's going to be used for seed stock, because I didn't get to harvest it early enough, but that's okay. You know what? Plenty of seed stock. And you're just going to want to run it through your hands. And I'm going to run it through my hands several times because I know for a fact that there's plenty more seeds trapped in there. All these little black dots. And Hopi red dye amaranth seeds are very, very small. I don't know if you can see the little black dots coming out. I know you can hear them. You gotta be careful about blowing them, because the seeds will blow out too if you're not careful. See, all those black dots are seeds. And a lot of chaff. everywhere in the shed. But as you can see, that's a lot of seeds, and I've only just begun. There's still plenty of seeds in there. Plenty. I'm going to put some of this bigger pieces in, because I'm going to keep working until no seeds come out. There's just millions of little black Hopi red dye amaranth. And of course, it's the black seeds that you want to save, especially if you're saving them for grain. Because that's what well, it's not really grain. That's what you save to eat. And they're wonderful, they really are. You can add it to bread recipes, soak your seeds in a little bit of juice or something, add to smoothies. But all that I have is going for seed stock to pass around to others who don't have it. And this is all that I'm going to play with for tonight, because I'm going to be busy for a while, y'all. Of course, I'm going to go through that all again very well. I have to be careful because it's all in the chaff as well. But to give y'all an idea, that is fairly a mound of black seeds. It looks like a lot of chaff, but it's a lot of amaranth seeds. And believe me, one big head of amaranth gives you a whole lot of seeds, y'all. And to think, I'm nowhere near done yet. And I have made one amazing mess. But I'm looking forward to getting these cleaned up because there's a whole lot of seeds in there. But at least you know the general idea of how to clean the chaff out. And sorry y'all, with it being almost winter and the trees are pretty bare, it sounds like that train is right up on us, and it's not. It's a good 5 miles away at least. You wouldn't think it though. But you can see all the black dots in there. But as I clean this chaff out, it's a slow process. I needed to get the spider webs out, apparently, of my bowl. But the more chaff you can get out, the better. But yeah. And when you go to plant your amaranth, you just sprinkle it on top and water it in. You don't need to cover it because it's a light germinating seed. And believe me, there's millions of potential amaranth plants in this bowl. And I'm maybe a quarter of the way done. I'm going to have fun this winter getting these babies cleaned up and getting them ready for seed swaps and to sell and all that fun stuff. Well, this is the second seed and we're going on to the third seed. We'll set them over there. Now the third seed is a little more fun. Not that that's not. It's more of a challenge to get into the third seed. This is only one bag. This is the smallest bag of castor bean seeds I have. I have a great big bag of them over there. And I'm talking about, oh, it'd probably easily fill a 13-gallon bag. I was blessed with a lot of seeds this year. Blessed with a lot of seeds. And these are such beautiful plants. But let me tell you, they're prickly little seed pods to get out. I'm only going to do a few to show you how to clean them. Hold on, let me see if I can get you down here. Okay. Now, when harvesting your castor bean seeds, mole plant, it goes by a lot of names. You want to wait till the seed pods are dry and your stalk is dry. Now, it flowers on little stalks off of the main stalk. And you'll just cut them using either hand pruners or scissors. And there's bean number 1. And there's usually, depending on the pod, can be anywhere from 1 to 4 seeds per pod. It depends on how well they get pollinated. And that pod had 3 beautiful castor beans. And sometimes they can be very stubborn. You just have to find the right spot. There's one big one popped out. Two. Three. We're averaging so far 3 seeds per pod. One. Oh, and yeah, y'all, these are not beans that you eat. These are grown, used to be grown all over the South around gardens and such to deter moles and shrews. They do not like these plants, not whatsoever. Yep, we're averaging 3 seeds per little pod. And these plants are not hard to grow. Just give them good fertile soil and pretty much leave them alone. Now they need room because they can get big. They can get bushy and they can get really tall. And when they get really tall, they're just absolutely gorgeous. Whoop. We're on a cold day or evening when you do not want to go outside. That's when I find is the best time, when it's too cold to go outside, is when you work on cleaning up your seeds. Because me personally, I've always used fall and winter time when it starts getting too cold to go outside to do much of anything. That's when I have my notebooks, I have my pens and my paper, and that's when I get ready and plan my garden as much as possible and clean my seeds. It looks like it's going to be Freight Train Central tonight. And it sounds like Amtrak coming through. I'm going to pause in a minute. Okay, you can see how many seeds I've gotten so far, and I'm not even done with the stalk. Now, let's talk about them growing. Now, as they flower, slowly the flowers will die back, and you'll see these seed pods growing. Keep an eye on them. They'll start drying, the seed pods will start drying down the stem. Once all your seed pods are brown, they won't be completely this dark brown, but light brown. You'll be able to tell when they're dry. Your stalk might not be dry, but that's fine. As long as these pods are dry, then you're going to snip them as close to the branch as you can, And the plant's going to continue to keep flowering. You're going to get bukus of seed pods, stems of seed pods on your castor bean. Mole plant, castor bean, it's been called many things. And a lot of people are paranoid. These are, if you eat too many of them, will poison you and make you very deathly ill. A lot of people are paranoid about just taking the seeds out of the pods. If you feel comfortable, get you a good pair of gloves. Other than that, I don't worry about it because I usually go, when I'm done, I'll wash my hands, I'm fine. I haven't got sick yet, and we're going to also knock on wood because you never know. But I haven't gotten sick from them, and I've been cleaning them for a long time. But you can see just how many seeds you can possibly get from one stalk of seed pods. Like I said, anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3, sometimes 4 seeds per each little pod. Half that stem, I have 3, 31 seeds. That's 31 potential castor bean plants. Now what I do come springtime, now you want to protect them from cold. If you have a hoop house or greenhouse, or if you start your seeds indoors, that's fine. You want to keep them warm and moist in good soil, and start your transplants about 3-4 weeks or so before it warms up pretty good outside, because a frost will kill them. They are tropical plants. They cannot take frost. So with that being said, I'll show you how to plant them when we survive this winter so far. Alright, we're going to go to a surprise seed I didn't tell anybody about because I had kind of forgot about them. But I'm going to show you another plant that you can harvest seeds from. Now this isn't going to be for everybody. I just want to round it up and show people that yes, you can grow beautiful things from seeds as well. I don't know if a lot of people know about what muscari are, also known as grape hyacinths, the little ones, not the big pretty hyacinths, but I love grape muscari, they're pretty. Everybody wants to deadhead everything. That's a habit people need to get out of. Don't deadhead it, because you deadhead it, you take a chance of losing out on gathering seeds. Same goes for roses as well. Now, muscari. A lot of people don't know grape hyacinths do produce seeds. They can be interesting to get out, but come here. And most of them, for each, I'm losing them. For each little flower, there's a good chance you're going to get, if I can keep them from falling off the countertop here. Each little flower, you're going to get 3 seeds. Now, it's going to take a while for these to grow. So don't get all wild expecting big muscari blooms the first year. Not going to happen. Depending on how you grow them, your fertility of your soil, it's going to take sometimes, it's going to take sometimes 2 to 3 years. But you know what? That's okay. And you just gently encourage them to come out of these little flowers. I know it's too late this year, but guess what? You got something to look forward to doing this springtime. That's if you want to. Because sometimes it's a good thing to just have pretty. What you do is you just let them flower. And let the blooms dry on the plant. And you just go through, and you can't miss them. You will see, come here you will see the little black, get back over there, seeds, and the dried brown flowers. They stick out what we call like a Lord, I can't even remember the old saying. They stick out like a sore thumb. There we go. Good grief. Alright. I just wanted to show y'all a little extra. And sometimes you want just a little pretty in your garden. Or up around your house. Or down by your mailbox. And the good thing about grape hyacinths, once they start growing into the bulbs, they'll keep blooming year after year because they'll spread by the bulbs as well, and the little seeds. And look, those are muscari seeds. You can see how small they are. Whoop. But yep, that is little grape hyacinth seeds. I wouldn't plant them very deep. I'd put them in an open seed tray, scatter them down, just a little bit of good soil, mark it, and then that way you know what's coming up. And speaking of marking, muscari. And we'll call it a night for now. Even though it's warmed up in the shed, yeah, no. It's, right now, last time I checked, 23 degrees out there, y'all. I'm fixing to take my tail in the house and get even more warm than I am. I hope this video on saving some seeds encourages you to also save your seeds. You can save zinnia seeds, tomato seeds, all kinds of pepper seeds. Seed saving is, the limit is the sky. Everything has a seed. You can save it and grow it. And we're going to need to. Yeah, some people won't want to save the muscari, but some people like pretty. Just a little bit of pretty, a little pop here and there in the garden. Don't have to grow it in your garden. You can grow it up around your house, a walkway, down by your mailbox, in planter boxes, you name it. Simple, easy, and yes, you can save seeds and harvest them. All of these are organic, If I can do it, guess what? You can too. You just gotta believe in yourself. I hope this video encourages you to do it also. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. I have missed y'all greatly. And like I said, I apologize for the lack of videos, but that's out of my control. But I'm back now. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. Everyone stay safe and sound. Save those seeds. I look forward to seeing you here soon. Everyone take care. Stay safe, stay sound. Continue to stock those pantries and your seed. Save your seeds as much as you can. Everyone take care. I'll see y'all soon, and may you each be blessed.